puff. I just want 100% from a pretty woman.
Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Welcome to episode number 16 of the Disruption Podcast.
16?
We are your hosts. It is
Chief Olasoji, baby.
with his mouth full of grapes.
You dig.
You got Prince Carlos.
With his mouth full of bread, apparently.
Yeah, the boys, man.
And it's
gotta eat.
young Jollof Rice.
Hello.
Noor
Hello. How you doing, man?
with his brain full of ideas.
Why'd you...
Yeah, what was
I don't
that?
know. I just need to sound smarter than everyone
No,
else.
What's he
that,
doing,
no,
bro?
that was dumb.
Hey, I think we actually need to stop eating, bro.
Marwa is absent.
Oh, yeah.
What is
To be honest, Miles' absence is not her fault.
It's not. It's not fault.
Because we weren't meant to shoot today, were we?
Nope.
Nope.
Last minute.
And all of us were just kicking it. Well, me and Noah were kicking it. Carlos was about to pass out, I think.
I was ready to sleep, bro.
Yeah, our bad, bro. And then we're like, you know what? Let's just shoot tonight. Because why not?
Carlos, why are we so tired?
Bro, I wish I had the other camera angle, but right now, my guy digging, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Chew away from the mic.
he eating, bro.
Hey, if you listen to this, like I'm talking right now, well, I'm eating African food right now,
You
bro.
going hard with the bread?
Like with my hands, bro. I got
Yeah,
bread, man. Hey,
bro.
shout out to my mom, bro. This bomb right here, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Man, anyways, how y'all feeling? How's your day?
Good, man.
Good, man.
It was a good day. It was long.
It's been a long day, right? Yeah.
I think this new daylight savings is actually making the day seem way longer, man.
Throwing us off.
Yeah, man.
I love it, though.
It's good.
I'm with it.
I thought it was like, felt like it was 9 p.m. or something, yeah? And I kicked my feet up on my bed. 6 o'clock, bro, I said.
Yeah. Fam, it's not even 9 yet.
Oh, it's not even 9 yet? Wait.
It's amazing.
Right. Nah, it's litty. But yeah, Carlos, man.
How was your weekend? Where were you? What was happening? We couldn't contact you. We thought you were gone, bro.
Honest. We thought, I thought the streets took you.
Yeah, we thought you hit up Westside Melbourne and it went crazy.
Bro, we thought we lost you to the streets. I don't know.
Hey, guys, come on. I was very active. Wait, was I? I wasn't here.
Nah, you actually weren't.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was occupied.
You just sent us like a Snapchat.
Couple Snapchats.
You know, yeah, a couple Snapchats each day just to remind us. Yeah, I'm
Wagwan.
still kicking it. I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
out here. Yeah.
I sent you guys a snap because it looks like you guys forgot about me, innit?
Not gonna lie.
Maybe.
You know, so I had to send a snap. Hey, guys, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, so what happened, bro?
Getting swole.
Anyways, yeah, man. So, man's went Sydney and that. Yeah, the boys. A little trip. Bro, this is the funniest thing, yeah?
So you went to pay the dowry.
I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, hey. So, I go front, yeah?
Yeah.
So, that was like the first time.
This is gonna be funny, bro. This is gonna be funny.
So obviously, man's been in Australia for a minute now, yeah?
Tell them how long.
Like 15, 16 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Very long time.
Yep.
I wasn't born here. Very long time, though.
Nowadays.
Huh? Wait.
Wait, what?
Repeat what you said, please. No.
Yeah.
What did-
They let anyone in nowadays.
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, you've been here 15, 16 years, apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Got my citizenship just last week.
Hey man.
Hey.
No, I'm joking.
God is
but-
good.
I'm joking. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, since I came down here, like man's end left Melbourne
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So I kind of forgot how, you know? It
That's
feels
wild.
Like, yeah, that's wild, bro. So this guy actually used to diss me about it. Like Daniel Dad used to diss me about, man, because you haven't even left Melbourne yet.
Everything going to Ballarat.
Well, that kind of hurt me, man.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
But yeah, it was actually crazy. So getting the plane, I was kind of nervous, eh?
You forgot what it feels like.
Uh-huh.
You forgot what it feels like. to
Actually,
fly.
yeah, I forgot how it felt like. Like, yeah. I went on, I was like, man, this is kind of scary,
But
bro.
you don't need to know what it feels like to fly when you've been reading Soar. D.D.
Bro,
Jakes.
this guy, bro. This guy.
Mate, what's the correlation, mate?
This guy.
But I'm telling you, the landing was, the takeoff, man, my heart dropped low key.
You're like, what's going on?
I was like, what's going on?
Oh man.
First of all, let the people know that you do it big and you flew business class to Sydney.
Huh? No, I didn't.
Oh, damn.
Some average
Trying to
ass.
hype up my guy.
Economy. Didn't even have a tray table.
No way
man.
you took Jetstar.
Bro.
What do you mean Jetstar? Tiger
Tiger,
Air,
bro.
bro.
What you say?
Tiger Air, bro.
Nah, I took Tiger back.
So you take this.
Nah, yeah, just start.
Look.
Jetstar is actually not that bad.
Wait, hey, guys, please break it down to me, yeah? What is the difference between, I mean, like, I went Jetstar, yeah? Like, the first, and then when I went Tiger, coming back home,
Did it feel like someone was pedaling a bike in the back? To keep it, that's what it feels like. Feels like someone's pedaling in the back.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know.
plane up.
You know why they're so strict about your carry-on? 7 kilos buddy. More than 7 kilos. We're going down.
Bro, I got fun when I got in that
Strict.
Tiger airline, man. I was like, man, this kind of different, eh? It looks like it didn't look like we're gonna land in one piece. Nah, I'm not even like right now. It didn't feel safe.
Oh man.
It didn't feel safe. So anyway, so break down to me why is that Qantas? That's the best.
In Australia, probably.
I guess so.
Yeah, why? Like what's good about it?
Internationally, it's bomb.
Yeah?
Like flying international
Yeah.
flights out, like as opposed to.
Is that more in terms of safety or in terms of what they can provide for you
It's
and
all
or
what
space?
they provide. Yeah,
It's
it's all that stuff. It's like
Nah, Qantas is a vibe, bro.
you're paying for a little bit more seat space, a little bit more, probably I don't know, better food or something.
Oh no, you feel the sea space, bro. I do definitely.
I
yeah.
feel the seat space.
How? Cuz, come on now.
I got hips.
A lot of. I was gonna say a lot of 6 foot guys to talk. This guy talking about hips. fair enough. But yeah, bro. So you're taking off.
Yeah, so I was taking it. I was like, man, this kind of scary, but it's kind of exciting at the same time. But
Were you alone or with you?
I was alone.
Even worse for you, bro.
It's all right, But it was like an hour and something, yeah. And I was just talking to Daniel about this before, yeah. I was like, bro, how are people on the plane for like more than 10 hours or like 16 hours, man? Like that's mind blowing for me, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Like that's actually crazy. I was like, bro,
that's not crazy to me. I've done so many of those flights.
Same, but like even still, I'm like, we've been in the
in
air.
the air, but that's
in the
insane.
sky.
like
Yeah.
you guys are not.
It's wild.
Yeah, you're at, like imagine
didn't
being
stop.
underwater for that long.
Bro, I'm out. I'm out. Leave me.
Water
Take me.
terrifies me. Water,
Bruh.
Nah,
can't
honest.
What are you talking about? I can swim.
Okay.
But
It's
it's
just like
scary.
deep ocean. It
Yeah,
terrifies.
it's scary. And this is the scary part because going there, coming back, I was next to like emergency exit. So it's like I had to be like the one to sit if things go down. Like every time the lady comes to
My
us,
guy
and-
was ready.
bro. So he comes to us, it's like if things go down, you guys have to help out, bro. How does Panda settle? I said, what? If things go wrong?
Things should not go wrong.
I was like, things go wrong? Bro, it was scary, bro. It's like, pull this, do this. I was like, bro.
You're like, I'm just trying to make sure I sit
Bro,
down in my seat.
cause-
All I want to make
Cause I just want to go there safe, bro. What you saying, fam?
My guy out here doing safety cording and that.
But yeah, honestly, bro, it was mad trip. I was there for like 3 nights or whatever, 3 days, 3 nights. I don't care.
My guy returned like he came back from prison, bro.
Huh?
You came back expecting high fives everywhere.
Hey, to be honest, I miss y'all. That's why. I feel like I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long.
Miss
You
you
know.
too, bro.
But yeah, it was good as man. Like there, a little bit of reflection time. Took mind of business, work, uni, and just everything. Like I didn't touch, like no email, no nothing. I just went there, just to explore adventures and eat and just try new things.
Nice.
And like I wasn't even replying to people or anything. It's just like.
Where'd you go in Sydney?
I spent a lot of time like the Harbour Bridge.
Hello.
Harbour Bridge.
Fish market?
Huh?
You
No.
hit up the fish market?
Come
No, I
on,
didn't.
man.
I went to museum and that. The museum was nice. And then
Oh, Madame Tussauds or?
I don't know if that's what it's called.
Bro, the guy did nothing in Sydney.
Bro,
Trust being out of Melbourne was all he needed, bro. That's all he needed.
I'm going to be in Sydney in 10 days.
Oh, bro, is
What-
it soon?
what are you doing there? What are you doing?
Hillsong Creative Conference.
I actually forgot about that. I was going to come with y'all.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah. Because we were talking about it at Hillsong Conference, remember?
Mm.
Uh-huh.
But bro, it was,
Calling in sick. Let's go. I'm coming.
I mean, maybe.
I'm down.
but yeah, man, it was good, man. And bro, honestly, I recommend it to everybody out there, man. Just take time off things, man. Because honestly, I don't know when the last time I took time off work and all this stuff. So I was like, yo, I'm done. Let me go explore.
That's good, man.
And then when I came back, I was like, bro, like reality, man. I don't like this.
Whoa.
Nah,
Is it that deep?
cause it's like, bro, full schedule again.
Yeah.
Monday all the way to Sunday, man. So I was like, bro, I don't like. I like what I'm doing, but it's just too much right now. And I wanna get to a point where it's like I have flexibility.
Yeah,
I can go
where
out.
everything's manageable kind
Yeah,
of thing, yeah?
passive income coming in and all
Hello.
that. I can put things on pause and I can
Bitcoin,
just,
baby.
Huh?
Hello. No, sorry, I don't know. Ad-libs, bro.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Be
Ad-libs.
quiet.
Just keep going.
But yeah, it's like just being able to go different places, explore and learn things, try different food. So I can't wait to like live the
Yeah.
country.
Sometimes you just need to get out.
Honestly.
You honestly,
You just
bro.
need to get out. That's why I got this shirt on today.
Here we go. This guy, bro.
Different.
Shirt, shorts. I'm ready to go.
I stand up. Let him see the shorts.
Nah, we're not doing all that.
You ready to go where?
Anyway, with
Yeah,
Beach.
yeah.
Where do you guys want
Sometimes
to go?
you just want to like be in a different place where you don't know anyone.
To be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even when I went away for my birthday where'd I go?
I don't know.
I think it was Dramana, and I stayed there for like only a night. But it was like this is crossing into my birthday. I
You
was
went to Harlem for your birthday.
my guy said Harlem. I said Dramana, bro. This guy, you're trash, bro. Anyways, yeah. But like, I was like, I don't know anyone in this space. It's like it's just me doing my own thing. It's like it was lit.
Well, you went by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mom was a bit hurt about that. Oh, we had quick dinner and then I told her, go away, peace. Go away, get out of here.
Can you mute Carlos's mic?
Mute Carlos? Yeah, the guy going hard out with the food, huh?
Sorry, bro. Yeah.
All right. Once he's done, we'll put it back.
What question did you ask the Carlos?
Now, I'm just gonna ask, like, where do you guys want to go in that?
Where do we want to go?
Let me rephrase the question a little bit. Yeah. Number one, in terms of
Tropic?
learning.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
About learning and I think we spoke about this before. I think we spoke about it.
Maybe.
Learning, spirituality, and that. Like, where do you want to go in terms of that kind of area? And number two is like, where do you want to go just for new things and just to explore? Not so much about learning, but just to try that particular thing.
Yeah.
Because I think when you're traveling, I think there's
different types of
different types of and we spoke about this last time. Yeah.
I said definitely. I really want to go Israel and Egypt. I remember I said we got to get this sorted, man. It would have been lit to do that next year, but hey, I don't know, man. Bank account thing is like it's. Hey.
I mean, if we do that, what's it called? No, we'll talk about that later.
I just want to talk about we'll talk about it later.
But for me, in terms of, I think spiritual sort of like just to learn and the history aspect of it would probably be Israel as well, just because it's like you get to see some of the places where, you know, the Bible is recording some stories from and stuff. But apparently they also fake some stuff as well. Yeah. Like it's like, they'll be like, oh, this is, you know, Solomon's Square or something. But it's like Solomon was not in this area. They just called it that, right? But oh my gosh, Daniel.
Damn, bro.
But I think it would be cool. But then again, you know, some Christians get weird about it. And it's like, oh, it's holy ground. It's like, anywhere I step is holy ground.
Oh,
come on.
Oh, my brother.
Come on, somebody.
Oh, man.
Preach. Praise him.
Stolen, bro.
Hallelujah. Stop that. Thank you. But
I like what you said.
In terms of relaxation / try things, whatnot, I definitely need to go to a culture that is so, like a place where the culture is totally different to anything I know or experience. So, for example, it can't be America because even like for example, you know, LA, never been there, but I'm so immersed in the culture already because of the music I listen to, the movies I watch, all that kind of stuff.
Bro,
I know it.
You're so right. Look, this, I don't want to sound complacent.
No, look, I actually really wanted to finish my thought.
Oh, no, keep going. Keep going.
Man, be quiet.
Do you have more?
I mean, I'll add on to it, but it's on there.
All right. I was going to say, like, that's so facts because, like, not to sound like complacent or anything like that, but we've been to LA a couple of times now, and the last time we went, I was like,
this isn't fun anymore.
Almost, but it's like, how different is this? Are we really anywhere different to the same country? It's like we're basically in Melbourne, like somewhere else. It's just, it felt like Melbourne, and we're in another country, sure, but how it's not really that different.
That's what Andrew Schultz was saying about Australia when he came here. He was like, it is so disappointing to fly 30 hours and land in pretty much America Light.
American Light. Wow. But for real.
It's true.
Yeah. It's like it's not that different. Like, so definitely traveling out somewhere, you're gonna be disappointed if you're actually looking for something different. If your
America's
expectations
only
like that.
nice. Oh, yeah, not only nice, but it's the nicest thing about America is just the variety of things when you're there.
Yeah, that's
so it's like, oh, look at all these fast food
100%.
chains, look at all these theme parks, look at all this whatever.
Do you think you need money in order for you to say, yo, this is lit? If that makes sense.
To enjoy it.
The more you spend, the better.
Like, especially in America.
Yeah. But yeah, I reckon for me, go for it.
Yeah.
I reckon for me, it's like if I want to try something,
if
I want to try something new and experience something new, then I need to go like potentially, probably the three that come to mind is Japan.
Okay, yeah.
Where the culture is absolutely nothing I've experienced.
100%.
Also, I'm not like, I'm intrigued by Japanese culture and stuff, but I'm not into it. Like, I'm not into anime. I'm not into all that stuff. But I'm intrigued by, like, you know, the
what about history?
Yakuza history and all that kind of stuff.
You trying to go sus the Yakuza?
No, like I try to learn something about it while I'm there.
Yeah, my man.
You're trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah, carry on. What else?
I love Japanese food, so
So
like that's
yeah.
the only thing I probably know well from the culture. But then maybe if not Japan, then it's to me somewhere
India.
Caribbean,
Oh, okay.
like Jamaica.
Oh,
Barbados,
that's mad
something.
culture, bro.
That was a
It's very-
dream for a
'cause
long
That's very
time.
different. Like
Yeah.
you don't experience that. Or the other one for me is somewhere in Africa, maybe Lagos.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
because it's like I've
honest.
never experienced that.
Yeah.
Like at all. Whereas like Egypt, Sudan is like it's probably very different, but it's still Arabic.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So it's like I know I've experienced maybe with Egypt, 85%.
Yeah,
Sudan
Egypt
maybe
easy,
like
yeah.
40% I've experienced. So it's like it's significant enough for me to go. This might not be as exciting.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
that different.
Whereas like I go Kenya or
Culture shock.
Nigeria or
I mean,
South Africa. I want to go
they're
South
pretty
Africa.
similar to Sudan too.
Yeah.
Not
Kenya.
South Africa, yeah,
Yeah.
like Kenya,
Probably.
Uganda, and that. But there's still differences, of course.
Yeah, of
but
What you
Yeah.
saying? All black people are the same?
Whoa.
bro, if I'm black, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a bit
Self-hate.
sounding a bit coony. Carlos, what's going on?
I reckon I'd want to go India.
Yeah. Nah.
Like that is
Yeah.
mad.
honestly,
culture,
India looks
bro.
My dad went. He said he got stressed by the end of it.
A few of my friends went to India.
they come back stressed or they all good?
Nah, but they loved it, bro.
Yeah, alright.
And then when I see photos and everything, it's like, bro, they're like, yo, this is mad culture here. But I like what he said. Like, I want to go to Jamaica.
Jamaica. But apparently
Brazil.
you go to
Jamaica me crazy.
What
Daniel.
you saying, bro?
Hell.
Yeah, Danny, please be quiet. Yeah.
Jamaica's like when you go there, you need to be around people that know the place, like locals. Like if you're gonna leave the resorts, because they take you to the resorts and it's all pretty and everything, but a couple kilometers in and it's gully, you know, like straight
Was
wood,
it
scary. Like,
was it Top Boy that he went to Jamaica?
Oh my!
Yeah.
This guy started watching Top Boy.
Chill. Because I was watching it and I was like, because I've always wanted to go to Jamaica. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a show, so
Yeah.
it doesn't represent the whole place. But I was like, damn,
That's.
man,
I think it's pretty accurate.
the policing is
think?
not on par here at all, bro. You can pum and then there's nothing, bro. But yeah, I'm still down.
So what's the top three?
Me?
Yeah. In
Um,
terms of just culture.
Just
and-
chilling in culture, yeah. India.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, are we talking about culture or like just to relax? Because to relax, ultimately, I really wanted to go like what's it called Santorini or like
Saint Tropez.
hello.
Brother.
Now we're talking now. Or
Brother,
like
that's my
Maldives.
honeymoon, brother.
Hello.
Oh, nah.
Or Maldives, however you pronounce it.
Yeah. No.
Ah,
What's
in,
it?
in Italy?
Not the Bahamas. There's one, Turks and Caicos.
Oh, what are you saying?
Because apparently no one really goes there.
No
yet.
one goes there
Yet.
really
'Cause
at all.
everyone's like,
bro.
ooh, Bahamas.
Mm.
So you go take Turks and
Yep.
Caicos instead.
What are you saying for?
Bro, the flights are so expensive to there.
Yeah.
I think
why-
it's about 4,000
Doesn't-
return.
Drake is always repping Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, Charlemagne as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you.
But
Yeah,
it's chicken, bro. You gotta
devour
eat.
that chicken. Daniel showed up to the studio with a Ziploc bag that has two little drumlets.
I don't know, man. That is weird, bro.
You couldn't put it in a lunchbox, like
No, I wasn't trying to wash dishes when I go home, bro.
It's actually kind of smart.
It's smart. This is disposable. Come on,
Yeah.
fam.
So when we going India, guys?
India.
Now
Yeah.
look,
We just named all these places, and India's the one you chose, huh? Nothing wrong. Like, bruv, that's the one you picked out of all those places, huh?
Bro, I'm all about culture right now.
Alright,
Yeah,
done.
so
Let's
India.
What
set it
about
up.
China? How do you guys feel about China?
Going to China.
Yeah,
I'm
because that's different.
not sure. Because I don't know what I'd be
I don't know.
expecting.
I don't know what I'd be expecting.
North Korea.
North
If
Korea.
it was open, would you go?
So it's actually not open like that.
Some people can, but I don't really know. Dennis Rodman went,
Yeah.
It's Dennis Rodman.
but the guy is odd. I'm so intrigued by Dennis Rodman.
It is Dennis.
The
Yeah, no.
NBA player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching his
Oh,
interview.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting guy.
Nah,
Interesting
I don't
guy.
know about China and North Korea at the moment.
I know, like in China, there's areas where it's like they love black people,
Mm.
but it's also areas where they don't like black people.
I think they like certain black people. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
Dwayne
the-
Wade,
Mm.
and
like
then everyone
Kobe
else.
and honestly,
the
like
basketball
some of
players,
these athletes as well. It's like in the NBA, they might not make much, but if they go to play in China, bro, they're making millions and millions.
You know,
and
every
millions.
single major sport like basketball, soccer,
yeah,
even rugby now,
yeah.
to end their careers,
They
these
go to
guys
China-
they go China, Japan,
Yeah,
Qatar, UAE, any of those nations, and
Yeah.
they get paid multi-million
Yeah,
dollar
yeah,
contracts
yeah.
for like 15 games.
No, 100%. Like what do you call it? Like Iniesta, David Villa, like
Yeah,
these
yeah, literally. I was thinking
Barcelona.
Iniesta, yeah.
Yeah, what do you call it? Former players.
Yep.
When they left Barcelona, but they teamed up and they went to play. What do you call it? Somewhere in the Chinese
Yeah.
league, and they're getting paid bank too, bro.
Yeah. Like, it's probably the most they've ever earned, and they're not at their peak anymore.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, all right, let's end our career, but let's go do it.
Why
in this
not, though?
place.
I'd do that as well if I was
And
in
the
that
thing
position.
is, they're still clear there too. It's not
Yeah.
like the average. They're still like top tier.
All right, let's get into it, man. I finished my chicken. What's
what?
happening?
Hey, trust me and Mike.
What's on the table?
Wow.
But
What's
you
on
know,
the table?
like example,
Daniel, we're having a conversation.
Yeah,
What's
you
happening,
You
buddy?
just can't do that. Hey, like example, Carmelo Anthony. Yeah?
Yeah.
Ron is a free agent, and like no one wants him in the NBA. Yeah. But if he
Melo's
goes,
ever going to get a ring?
nah, it's too late.
I think so, too.
Maybe Hall of Famer, but I don't know. Nah, no possible. Oh, tough. But anyways, that's not the point. If he goes to China, he can make bank, and he'd be a real good player over there.
Yeah.
See,
But-
you guys should have let me interrupt before. Okay. All right. So, one of the topics that I had.
Wagwan.
Actually, no, this was Noah's one first, wasn't it? It was an interesting question, fam. Speaking on, because what reminded me is because of the Jamaica thing, you know, about how people can just get,
Blood clot.
I don't think you
I
can
don't
use
know.
that
I
word.
don't think I can use that either. Dang.
Like I said, dang. Anyways, yeah.
You know, swearing in like a different language doesn't
Feel as bad?
It's not real.
Yeah. Which is bad, because it still is bad.
It is,
Just
yeah.
like when they say, like, the pinky apparently
I don't
is
think that's
rude.
true. I don't know if that's
You think
true.
it's fake?
Maybe
What?
it is.
If
Let me
what?
not be sticking it up like that. Yes. No, you asked an interesting question, bro.
Yeah. So I was thinking, right? If you lived in the States,
Yep.
and particularly, let's say, an open carry state like Texas,
Yeah.
or just any state with free, gun laws, would you own a gun?
Would I own a gun?
First of all, would you own one in your house?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. My God, didn't think yet. All right, hold on.
In your house, yes.
Real quick. Why did you split it in terms of owning
Because
a gun in your
my
house
next
and-
question is,
Okay.
would you, like, let's say you're in Texas and you can have open carry and walk into a Walmart with a gun, would you do that?
Yeah. So I'm
Is that
saying,
the
That's the thing.
yeah.
That's the thing.
So the difference is, would you have a gun at your house and would you have a gun on you?
Yeah,
Or in
because
your house?
that's different.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like, I would have one in the house
Yep.
because you don't know who's gonna come.
And if you live in West Sydney, would you have shanks and shivs?
Shanks and what?
What?
He doesn't know. it. What you know about 1-4?
Huh?
It's quiet. Move on.
Nah.
yeah. rappers,
Sydney, please don't hurt us.
yeah, nah,
Go what?
we can't do something like that.
That wasn't a diss. We're rapping their music, bro. This guy. God's trying to get us in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yes,
On you.
I'd have one in the house,
Yeah.
but
Glove compartment.
yeah,
Kevin Hart. You gonna catch me baking a cake? Glove compartment. Oh, it's gun compartment.
yeah,
you
God.
stooge.
Wait, what are you
No,
saying?
I've been saying glove.
I thought you were saying Glock.
Well, whatever. They all worked. Right. So in your house,
Yeah, probably.
What about you?
I'm scared of guns, bro.
I'm scared of guns, but it's like just.
Have you ever shot a gun?
No.
No,
You ever shot a gun? Yeah. At a shooting range?
no.
Just had to clarify.
Just because you do it like every day.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Have you?
Yeah. I shot a
Gun range?
4.4, like pistol.
Oh, this was on your trip, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Thailand.
Yeah.
And they force you to sit down. Like, it's still, you could run around with a gun if you were, a strong guy. But they force you to sit down. And the pistols are seriously
power to it?
powerful.
No way.
Like, the bullets, each one is like the size of
What's the caliber?
this grape. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's like about that big, right? In terms of diameter. And then it's
Yeah.
about this long,
Yeah.
right? And the kickback is crazy.
That's
Like,
nice.
you don't see the bullet go.
It's just
Right.
you see it appear somewhere, right?
Legit. You just hear it,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Ah.
And then you feel the shell drop as it
Yeah.
goes backwards, and it lands on you like,
It's hot, yeah.
real hot. And it's like, that was the first time where I was like, the damage you could do with one of these is beyond what.
And then you get people using.
It's beyond what
mad-
you even intend. You know what I mean? Like, you could be like, I want to hurt this person, but the damage that you're gonna
For you
do,
to see, I think the crazy part
you
is
can't imagine it.
the crazy part is actually what it does internally. Yeah, what the when once
because
the
you're splitting things.
once the bullet actually what would you call it, explodes or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know
Comes
what's a
in
better
contact.
word. Yeah, and like all the different like shards and stuff, what it does inside
Because
the
you know
body is
how you
messed.
can also have the blunt ones where, like the blunt
Blanks.
bullets.
Yeah.
I don't know if the
I don't
I don't know. I don't really know. The
Oh,
terms.
you mean the blunt? Yeah,
And
like
then
the
it-
shells, yeah.
And then it's like once it hits on impact, it splits. So it'll enter the body maybe this big, and it'll come out this big on the other side.
Yep.
That's messed, bro.
That's
I was just scared of them, bro.
Would you have one in the house or not?
So in an open carry place, because obviously
you're in a state that allows guns.
So obviously your reasoning would be obviously because if it's an open state or whatever you call open carry state, there are obviously going to be people that are crazy that also carry guns and stuff, right? So it's for a protective kind of thing, right?
Of course, yeah.
Man, that I agree with, but I'm still. The fact that one day I might have to pick that thing up and then like use it on someone, bro. Like
because bro, imagine this, you know now you got a family and everyone's got their own rooms, and then in the middle of the night you hear someone crawling or whatever. You dig?
Sorry, if they break in, they're not gonna be crawling on the ground, especially if they got a gun.
Okay, not crawling, but you hear noises, and they're like, someone's breaking in.
Yeah, because then at that point it's not that scary to use it.
Use it, yeah. Because you'd be acting out of like fear almost kind of thing. Like the adrenaline would be kicking in,
Because another thing is, they could be breaking in.
Shoot him in the knee.
Yeah, that's what I've always thought. Shoot someone in the knee or a foot if it came to that. But I still don't like using that. It's wild.
Sometimes they're running at you and you're not even aiming at the knee. Just pop,
no,
pop,
the other
pop.
thing is, even if you hit their knee, they're going to be in so much pain. But if they can still reach their gun if they have one. So
but
maybe.
I don't even know if they even thinking about a gun.
What do y'all feel about it as a Christian? Does it change in any way?
What?
How you look at it? How you what you think about using it?
David
or like
chopped off Goliath's head.
Hello, you ain't David, bro. Let's talk about like if someone came like broke into your house, how do you feel?
To defend his people.
Huh?
It was to defend his people.
Who's to defend?
David did that to defend his people.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's Old Testament now.
What do you like? How do you what do you think about it? Like using it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think in self-defense, I don't think God has an issue with self-defense. Like, I don't think he's gonna, be that he's gonna be saddened that the whole situation happened. But I don't think he's gonna be saddened that you protected your life.
Your life or someone else's life as well.
So.
Because it's one of those where it's kill or get killed. And honestly, some situations where it's like innocent people actually have to pull the trigger on the bad guys. Otherwise, if they don't, then they're gone themselves, right? So, I mean, you are looking at it in terms of, like I was going to say before, is imagine someone, break into the house, but they don't have a gun, right? So you could also you could kind of use the gun as like to scare them off, not pulling the trigger, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's like they have a bat or something, and then you pull out the gun. Yo, what are you doing? Yeah. They don't have a gun. They can't run at you. They're not that dumb, right? So like, snap, okay, my bad, and then they crawl out, right? So
this guy crawling,
they walk out or whatever it is, yeah. So it's like you're using it to scare them if they don't have a gun. But obviously, if they have a gun, then best believe. And I feel like if you have a gun and you break into someone's house, that means you're ready to use it as well.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So if you're ready to use it and you're trying to, you're trying to prevent it from happening or so on, they don't care about you, man. And I realize that unfortunately, there's some people out there that don't value other people's life at all.
Yeah.
You just look at them. They don't like you.
They don't care.
They'll go for
far
it.
out.
Imagine
this is
that,
exactly
though.
what I was
Imagine
thinking
that,
during
though.
the week, bro. It's crazy how, bro, we be syncing up, bro. So real quick though, when I was younger, because I remember I asked like, yo, so what's up with all these wars going on in the Bible? This person killing this person, this many people got wiped out, blah blah blah. And that's when I start to analyze in terms of there's kill and there's like murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like murder is what
one has honor, to be honest. Like it can have honor.
Yeah, one is the premeditated kind of thing. You know what I mean? Premeditated intent to kill. That's pretty wild, right? So, I don't know. You guys still talking about this gun thing?
Yeah.
Still going? Okay. Because
the question after this is
kind of related.
Open carry state.
So, oh man,
would you walk around with one?
Would I walk around with one, bro?
That's actually another tough one because again, you can't control the people's actions, right? And you have to also protect yourself. For me, honestly, I'll just kind of analyze the surroundings, the environment, and if you're living in an area where it's like there's shootings every day, can you actually walk out of the house without without you being strapped.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know?
'cause
Nah,
let's
that's
say-
facts.
Let's say you lived in a place that had so many knives, right?
Yeah.
Everyone carried a knife.
Mm.
Like, and you're in a place where you get pulled up on all the time.
Mm.
Is it not kind of smarter to carry one? Like, it sounds horrible because it is horrible predicament, but
To use one then as well, huh? Bro, honestly, yeah. And I let me not move in because this probably goes in with the other question. But when you're putting it in that in terms of like, you know, if there's people going around and this is a regular occurrence and it's not like it's a rival gang kind of thing. It's like anybody can get it. Like crime is just rampant. Like, would you guys feel all right? Okay, having like a, you know, metal pole or something under your car, like,
yeah.
I mean, under your seat.
it just ends up getting all so ugly and reckless and
Man,
not nice.
For me, it's like
Violence.
I don't.
It's
I don't,
crazy,
I
bro.
don't really want to carry a weapon that can end someone's life.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for me, it's wrong in every area. But at the same time, if you are living in an area where people are using it,
Gotta be ready.
then you using a particular weapon goes against your values and what you stand for.
Mm.
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for survival at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So good, G.
This goes into the other question that I was thinking of is like how the heck someone gets to the point of murder, like killing someone, right?
It's murder.
She wrote, oh, man, why'd I do that? man?
Murder,
Hey, no, let's not. We want to maintain. Please, let's keep.
No, we
want
wanna play a song right now.
I mean,
Buddy?
you got a song to
Buddy?
play right now? Interlude?
Murder,
Please
sure.
don't. Please don't. Yeah, I was watching Top Boy.
Wagwan.
I don't know why it took me this long to get onto it. Yeah,
Duchesne.
you know what I'm saying? Man, like Sully, innit?
Man like Sally.
Oh man, the guy, bro.
All right, bro. I don't care. Season 1 and 2 have been out for a hot minute, yeah? So I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about it.
Talk about season 1 really though.
Yeah, season Summer House. Yeah?
Yeah, someone has, yeah.
I
When-
genuinely don't remember what happened in
sweet.
Summer House.
Bet, let
'cause
me
that was
remind
so
you right
long
now.
ago.
When they first do their first kill,
Yes.
right? You can see it's
That's
like...
not the headshot, is it?
Was it a headshot? Oh,
In the back of the head?
I don't know which one's the first now. Because there was the one with the guy who was stealing from their supplier. Then there's the one where they killed the guy who was their opposing gang or something like that.
Okay.
Forgot his name. And
Bro, we have the internet. Why do we even
we
talk?
always do this. But, like, because I was watching it, yeah?
Yeah.
And you can see Duchesne's not really about... He's not trying to kill anyone, yeah?
Yeah.
And Sully almost was not like...
hot-headed. Hot-headed.
hot-headed yet, but he obviously kind of didn't want to kill anyone either. But because of his, you know, go-getter kind of, let me just go for it kind of thing, he ends up shooting and killing the guy, right? And I saw in the scene, like, there's a switch that happens, bro. As soon as you, like, how the heck can you witness that close and personal seeing someone like,
Yeah, that's tough, yeah.
I was like, it's wild, bro. Like, how are you able? You're not human when you're able to like kill someone cold blooded, bro.
Yeah.
No one else feeling this as well. Like, I was
Yeah.
actually like watching this. It wasn't on some entertainment thing. Like seeing that because they played it really like real. Like the way these guys played, their acting was like pretty like dope, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at it like, because it made me feel like I was watching just real guys caught up in some bad stuff, end up doing badder things, right? And it was like, I was just like this is the reality of so many people
It
in
is,
the
though.
world,
It
fam.
is,
Like
it is.
that their day-to-day is on this gang life kind of stuff. And it's like killings and all this shootings, gang wars, and it's like, it's wild, bro.
And honestly, it's like,
It changes you, man. Like
Yeah.
it takes something
it
out of you
does.
to be able to be
Yeah.
a part of this lifestyle.
because
bro.
if you keep what,
Don't be reckless now. I'm only up to
Yeah, this
episode
guy
3 in
is
season 2, bro.
watching
okay,
anything.
I can't spoil it. But anyways, I think
Episode 3 of season 2.
Of
Summer House.
no, not Summer House, sorry. Of Top Boy.
Oh,
I don't know why they named it weird, bro.
it's season 3, man.
Season 3. Yeah.
But yeah. So with the whole thing, I think if you are involved in a lifestyle like that, the first time you shoot someone or whatever, like you're shook, you know. But then after that,
You have to become desensitized.
Oh,
all of
honestly,
that.
bro.
and then
Which is
obviously some people
insane.
make a choice where it's like, yo, this is not me, this is not my lifestyle. I'm gonna quit this, right? But with some people, they're still stuck in that lifestyle, so they still go out the next day and still doing what they do, right? Which means that they'll probably end up shooting someone else again, or
Yeah,
end up
because that's
killing someone.
it's kill or be killed. in
Yeah,
that kind
and
of
then
thing.
honestly, it might get to a point where you don't look at life the same anymore, or you don't value someone else's life the same anymore. You know, because the first time you were like scared, you're like, whoa, what did I do? But then now you can actually go like back to back doing it. Like example, the movie called The Intent.
I still need to watch it.
You still haven't seen it?
It's on my list.
But yeah, that movie is like the first time to do something, and then they're kind of scared, like, whoa, what did we do that for? Blah blah blah. And then after that, next thing you know,
It has
they just
to be
keep
done.
doing it, and then they just it became normal for them.
Yeah.
You know, and then they just begin to take people's life and for less as well, like literally for like the dumbest thing ever, you know? Don't look at me, boom. And I was like, wait, what? And that's something that they would never have done before, you know? So it's like I think we all value life. But when you do this more often, like more and more, you
have to be desensitized to be able to, bro.
Yeah, and then honestly, but it's crazy. Like the question is, how does someone get to that level?
Yeah, right? I was meant to expand on it. I couldn't even. I wanted to like flow it out. You know, break down.
Break it down.
Nah, I didn't get the chance.
Wow,
to
did you realize Letitia Wright was in?
Yeah,
when she was young. When she's so young.
I wouldn't have noticed when I first watched it because
it's
so
of
long
Black
ago.
Panther now though. So you noticed her, yeah.
Looks the same, bro.
No, I'm saying at the time when I watched it,
you wouldn't have been able to pick it up.
No, who was that? Yeah, it's just anybody.
No, she's in it, man. But
so how does someone get to that point? Okay, I think now, this is what it is. Do you think, depending who it is that they're trying to kill matters? If that makes sense? Because sometimes like someone that you know, or sometimes like someone that's a stranger.
Yeah.
Like, does that matter, or is that like, nah, life is a life?
Oh, it has to be life is a life.
Yeah, because once you start picking
life is a life, but people do pick and choose, of course.
That's what I'm saying. How do you even get to a point where you can now start to separate this,
removing, this one's not.
Oh, man, I was just like, it's like on like this whole thing, this whole question just stemmed from the fact that I was like, I can't believe people actually have to live this life on a day to day. Like, because I was the whole thing. I started looking into all this like gang stuff and like you
You
running
be a gangster.
Nah,
Wow,
running
Daniel.
running drugs and that
Whoa, Daniel.
all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's like once you're in that life, right? For one, you almost can't properly fully enjoy whatever it is you want to do, especially if you're just a petty, low level kind of dealer or something, right? Or connect or a plug, right? It's like you're not covered enough, you're not organized enough to be able to live a life like Ghost from Power, where it's like you're not actually connected to the stuff you're doing on the side, right? It's like you can't even live with your money out there because it's like, where's this guy even getting this money from, bro? He's not registered as an actual worker in any kind of job, blah, 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 blah. So
everyone will pick it up.
So I was just like, bro, like it's such a trap to get sucked into all of this stuff, bro. Like,
but I mean, sometimes it might be a choice to get involved in a lifestyle like that. Yeah. But sometimes it's
a lot
like,
of the time it's not.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Sometimes like
What
I
else
have
do
no
I do?
choice. This is the only way out for me. Honestly, like this is actually the only way out. It's like, my parents can't afford college, can't afford this, and so on, so on. And it's even the environment that they're growing up. Everyone is a gangster and so on, so on. So it's almost like they don't have a choice while they're growing up.
Yeah.
They get involved in that lifestyle.
What made it look crazy to me was how many young kids they had doing the things for them.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
That's
Season 3, you'll be surprised.
Oh, man. Bro.
Oh, brother. I'm keen now.
But you haven't watched it yet?
Bro, I'm watching like 6 shows at the moment, dog.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm
And you guys still don't want to watch Working Moms?
Bro, we're not getting on that.
We're not watching
remember that snippet of it that Mao sent to us?
Dude, I thought it was like PG. I don't know what's going on, dog.
Dang.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. But, but yeah, how does someone get to that level?
Not even that. It's just how crazy how
it's
I
crazy.
could see young kids involved in it.
I think it's so bad because I don't think we shouldn't have to live in a society where people have to fear for their life,
question.
man.
Yeah. There's another question. Then, like, does it have a place in this society? Like, can we say it's actually a necessary thing for so many people that are like, are we? Because it's 2019, right? Almost 2020. Yeah, we're about to enter a whole new decade and stuff. Do we feel like the resources that we have here are definitely enough to go around for everyone, that no one has to be living this life. Like, is it actually is it genuinely now a personal choice kind of thing? Can we still be saying some people don't have the choice but to this, that? Do we? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Yes, like.
No, so you're saying that, okay, now we have enough resources that can go around for everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe we do, yeah. Maybe we do. But how's that going to work, though?
In terms of
how do you push that to be equal for everybody?
I don't know, man. Just thinking right now off the top.
Okay, and I know what you mean, because you're like, oh, snap, there's so much resources, there's so much this. Why don't we push that and provide that opportunity for those that don't have it? So it becomes like, so the whole killing to survive does not have to happen. Yeah,
it's like we're not in the wild, bro. We're dead as in like developed nations, and it's like we're still on survival mode. Yeah. Or, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
in some areas, it's still like that. You know, so in some areas, it's like
we're so animalistic at the core as humans. The fact that we still feel to survive, we need to end other lives that are the same as us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially when the resources are out there.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Out there, but it's not available in their reach, though.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
problem.
It's like it's there, but they don't know about it.
Yeah, or it's actually being withheld purposefully.
Yeah,
man,
you know what? Maybe we should get someone from a gang mentality on this podcast.
Hey, fam, set it up right now.
If you're a gangster, you know.
Hey, we gotta. Hey, hold on. We gotta put this ad out carefully now. Okay. We gotta put this advertisement out carefully, fam. Okay.
What you got in mind, Bubba?
I'm just saying, you gotta word it perfectly.
That's how I said if you're a gangster.
Maybe you should say reformed gangster or something.
If you're a gangster,
a gang life past, and is willing to be joked about while we're doing this. Because
while we're having serious
I
convo.
can't,
because you can't keep serious.
Yes.
Because I ain't trying to have someone pull up, 20 deep into the studio.
Well, I heard you're looking for gangsters.
Hello. No, we said one. Just the one.
Who's that one of y'all?
Just the one.
So, so
we don't have enough mics.
Sorry. That's a good excuse,
But you guys are bad.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes, yes, there's resources, but it's not within our reach.
Yeah.
And
stop playing footsies, bro.
Huh?
I felt that.
What the heck, bro? All right, you know what? Let's move on. Next topic.
One more.
Yeah, good.
And sometimes
this guy's trash, man.
And sometimes it's the economy.
Yeah, that's a really good thought, Carlos.
My guy just threw out a big ass.
Wait, what do you mean big ass
economy?
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, everything.
Real quick, break it down.
Like everything comes out to the economy. You know what I mean?
Mentality.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
So it's like, of course, how many people spending on the on the economy, and the amount of jobs, blah blah blah, all that stuff, comes back. You feel what I'm saying?
Look at this dude, bro.
You good, my G. So the whole and if you look at the stats in America, like the unemployment rate is actually pretty high as well. So that's why the economy could be like low. If you feel what I'm saying here.
Yeah, that's really good.
Even here.
Huh? Yeah, that's really good. Guys.
Even here, like our economy ain't that crazy, but you can see the peak in the gang culture.
You talking about Australia?
Yeah.
Like,
so it's just showing. Let's just block this guy.
The economy is actually pretty good here.
With Australia, I struggle as well because I'm like, obviously there's the people that are just shoveling drugs into the country. Fair enough. I mean, not fair enough, but obviously someone's doing that. But then there's also a lot of people that are. It seems like they're just getting involved with the lifestyle for clout.
100%, and it's like clout that doesn't
mean much.
Yeah, like I've always pictured this. Yeah,
you can't take clout to the grave,
bro. Not even if you can.
I don't know. That was a fire.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
In my head, it was nicer.
Speaking on Australia,
yeah,
getting involved in all that just to live, in a mansion in Sydney or in Toorak or something, like it just doesn't hit the same as like I can now live in Beverly Hills
but that's only because we don't know what living in Toorak's like, because that looks pretty prestigious.
You reckon, man?
Yeah. You've seen the size of those houses, man.
Yeah, but it's still Melbourne, bro. Maybe because that's what I'm used to.
But anywhere is when you have access to everything.
Yeah,
I have to get back to you on that one.
You know why? Like, for example, the members of parliament in Iraq right now, crooks to the max, stealing money from everyone. You know why they don't leave Iraq? Because they have access to everything now.
But even those kind of places,
So it's the country's deteriorated, but it's like
okay.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm saying that because I feel like I'm so used to Melbourne. It's like this isn't one of those places where if I'm living big, it's like, oh man's is living big in Melbourne. You know, it just for me it doesn't
you
sound.
have dinner 5 times a week at Crown and
Crown. See, still.
they're good restaurants.
Yeah. All right. Man's need to suss it out.
You know, every meal you just do
Need to
whatever
suss
you
it out
want,
a bit
all
more.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Living reckless.
Suddenly, Melbourne's kind of.
I know we're moving on. Shut up.
Oh wow.
Hey, how's it feel? How does it feel?
Yeah, you think it's okay for you to do it to us, huh?
Do you have to tell your partner everything, fam?
No. Wait, do you guys say your partner everything?
Beautiful transition right there, guys. Very smooth.
Do you guys say your partner everything or not?
Nah, put out the question to you, fam, first.
I don't think I would tell my partner everything.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this, yeah?
You wouldn't, or you would?
I don't think I would. So, would you guys say your partner
We need
this?
Mao
Okay.
here for this discussion as
yeah,
well.
we need.
Bro, we had this kind of discussion
Slightly yesterday, yeah.
and she was heated.
Yeah? No way.
What
Okay,
was it?
She was heated.
Mao was heated, yeah.
let me give you guys an example.
And she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong.
And
about
I wasn't
being
wrong
heated.
either.
And you weren't wrong
man.
either.
Oh, I need to hear it though. I wish I was there.
Maybe we'd save it for when she's here.
I don't know.
You know what, Mao?
I'm gonna keep to talk about it.
We might respect you on that.
Let her fight back.
Yeah, because we might need to hear Mao's opinion on that,
yeah.
bro. Yeah. This guy's trash.
One question on
what's
that
the-
though.
Yeah.
One question on that. Yeah. If you run into your ex
Mhm.
at a shopping
Man's ain't
center
got
or
no
whatever,
ex,
yeah.
but yeah. If I
And then you guys spoke and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. You guys had a good chat. It's like,
Oh,
do
would
you
you
have to say
tell
that?
your?
I
would
would.
you go? Would you?
Yeah.
Wait, like, is it necessary too?
I think so.
You
Is
just
it necessary?
why?
No.
Wait,
Okay,
why
no.
is it necessary too? That's like you don't need to go tell
Actually,
them. You
if they don't know each other,
Okay. Yeah.
or if they don't know the same groups, then it's all right.
It's not necessary, but it's a respectful thing to do.
Yeah, I feel like I do it out of respect.
Yeah.
Like, I ran into because I
I
sort of do
my
that,
guy
like-
doing, and nothing's coming out of his mouth, bro. Because look,
like
this,
it's like I'll even be like, I saw them around.
yeah,
You know,
or-
I'll just say it.
No, like
Just so
it'll be.
it's like-
I reckon it's fine, especially if you're in a secure relationship. It's fine to be like, I actually bumped into blah 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 today,
Yeah.
right? But this is why I feel like, to be honest, to cover your own self, to cover your cheeks, it makes sense, bro. Imagine someone saw that, right?
Else says,
and
I
then,
saw them talking.
and then it comes to her from them.
yeah, that's exactly.
That's
what I was
wild.
gonna
That's a mess, cuz.
say. Yeah.
So respectfully and just to cover your cheeks,
I don't
need
know,
not
man.
say
That's a
that.
tough one, bro.
But
Because I don't think I'd have to go and be like, oh yeah, I saw this person today.
it's not like you're checking in, like
Nah,
you
like-
know. It's just like, oh, if you see them later, it's like, oh, I bumped
Look,
into.
okay, this is what it is. Okay,
Uh.
I won't go out of my way
Uh.
to tell them if that makes sense.
But you have to. How else is it gonna
She's
come
gonna
up?
just out of nowhere go, oh, so have you seen your ex lately?
no, I'm,
She's gonna do that.
I'm
And
saying
if
like
she does that means she knows something.
I
She heard
was
something.
saying for chilling, yeah, and after that, we're talking about something, and then that clicked or whatever.
It's not gonna click.
No,
It's
yeah, okay.
not
So example,
gonna click.
you had a full day,
Yeah.
yeah, and then you ran into her at the shopping mall, right? At the
Yeah.
mall, yeah, cool. And then you go home, and then she's like, "Babe, so what'd you do today?" I did this. I went shopping. Oh, I ran into this person.
Yeah.
So that's when you will tell them, right? But you're not gonna be like, "Oh, you won't believe who I ran into." That's like,
Oh, not like that. Not like that. Not like.
but
obviously.
you see the difference here. It's like one, you're going out of your way to actually say, "Oh snap, I'm gonna tell Bear about this."
Yeah.
That's going out of your way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like if it's transitions, so like you're just talking about your day, and there's like, oh yeah, I saw this
Like
person
I said,
today.
transitions. It's not the podcast, bro.
You know?
This is real life convos, bro.
Nah, but sometimes covers do transition like that. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are talking about your day, and then boom, you guys talking about people or something like that, blah blah, blah, and then transition. It's like, oh yeah, I ran into this person. But what I'm saying is like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to remember that I ran into this person. I'm gonna, oh, I ran into this person today. You know, even it could be like
You don't want to have to check in.
so-
You don't
so-
want to feel like
yeah.
it's like a.
So even let's say even I ran to my ex today, yeah, and then I forgot to tell her whatever, yeah. Few days later, if a conversation comes up and then reminded me of me running to my ex, they'll be like, "Oh snap! I actually ran into her like a
Yeah.
couple of days ago." That's what I mean by.
But how's that gonna come up? Like the conversation?
This guy
No,
is
but-
thinking of idealistic situations.
Nah, I'm talking
you
more. in
have to
terms-
bring it up yourself.
No, I'm
It's
talking.
like, I saw
No, no.
someone get run over by the car. Oh, you know what?
Actually-
speaking about that.
No.
wait, what?
Speaking about people that run over with the car. No, I'm kidding.
No, but you see, like, there's one way it's like you go out of your way to tell them, and there's one way it's like,
guy,
oh
bro.
yeah, snap. Since we're talking about people, this is what happened.
Hold up. Daniel's ruining the whole episode.
Shut up, bro. Shut up, man.
So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Have
I would tell her, of course.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
He's so rude, bro.
so rude.
Bro, honestly, these shorts and this shirt has made him so spicy today. Put the legs down, boy. Hot girl summer, bro.
Hot boy.
I don't
summer.
want to see them hairy legs, man.
Put that's spicy, bro. We might have some children watching this, bro. Put your legs on the table.
Don't.
Hey, but we wait for Mao to get here.
Before we dive in.
Oh, Weezy, where you at?
All right.
Marwa, where are you?
Okay, yeah. Well, what's next though?
What's next on the agenda? You're just trying to move on.
We
can't talk about this topic.
Well, yeah, since Marwa's not gonna let us, but yeah. All right, real quick, cause so what we're talking about? We're talking about funding our Jerusalem trip, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, did you see the chat today?
Yeah.
Did you see what I sent in?
The survey thing.
Yeah. So.
Break it down to the people.
So it's clinical trials, all right? So basically with clinical trials, yeah, there's like, you have to go through different phases to get whatever it is you're testing. If it's a procedure, if it's a device, if it's a medicine, there's different phases that you go through before it hits the shelf, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I should remember what the phases are because I dead-ass studied this. But one of the phases is actually running the like the tests on
humans,
on health, because there's tests that you do on the healthy. And then there's tests where you do on like the treatment group as well.
So case control,
healthy studies, patient studies.
So you have your case control, you have your controls, and then you have your actual patients, right? So I saw a clinical trial link today. Just bro, someone else liked this page, and then it came up as a sponsored ad on my timeline today, talking about clinical trials for healthy men to test a new treatment for migraines, right? So I think from reading it, that you don't have to take any of the treatment, right? You just have to be a healthy male and whatever test they're going to do on you, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to get 3.6K.
Wait, whoa.
Bro,
I thought it was only 450.
You found a better one?
Oh, no.
I thought it was only 450.
No. A day, right? You go 3 consecutive days. I don't know if I should be speaking on it like this, that explicitly about this trial or whatever, but it's like,
okay, man. They want people.
You go for 3 consecutive days. Yeah, if they're doing ads, right? You get for 3 consecutive days and they test whatever it is. You get, and then after that, for the following 9 months, you do like once a month meeting or checkup.
Because
you have to do follow up.
Oh, you have to do follow up, and then that's how they get the
full results to see what it really looks like. That's how so many trials mess up. They either don't do follow up, they don't have controls, they don't have like this placebo effect, all this stuff, right? But for this one, they have 9 months follow up or something. And you meet, I think it's once a month or whatever, right? And in total, from all of that, it's 3.6K or something. But would you get the money up front? Because you might do it. What if you do a runner? Yeah, you might do a runner. Hey, because they must give it to you at the end of the whole thing. It ain't worth it then, bro.
Because the other thing was, it said
it
said it was reimbursements.
It's a reimbursement gang. So how we getting reimbursed?
I don't know. Does that mean like up to 400?
No, but they're probably saying reimbursement out of for your time.
Cool.
Which yeah, they said $450 a day, bro, just for rocking up and whatever it is, bro.
How long is a day?
A day. There's 3 whole days and whole nights,
Carlos.
And then there's the meetings afterwards or something like that. But okay, really, anyways, what I'm really asking from all this explanation is, would you guys be down for doing clinical trials to get money?
I would. I just don't want to be injected with stuff.
Yeah.
No.
You know, and then the contract says something about
the waiver,
about risks and everything. You get 3.6K, but this might end your life anyway. Sign here.
But your medical bills, they're gonna be 36K.
I don't want no injections. I don't want no nothing. Like, you can run tests on me if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like running the treadmills. I don't know, whatever it is that you want me to do. Right. But I don't want anything going into my blood, into my system. No. Can't trust, bro.
Because there's mad ways to make money out here, fam.
Yeah.
Nah, low-key.
Like,
bro, I was thinking about this. You know, people are like super pro, like a lot of people are becoming very pro, like pretty much prostitution.
Pro prostitution.
Yeah, like they're okay with people selling their bodies for sex and all that kind of stuff. Is it wrong, like, to sell an organ?
To sell an organ.
Like your organ?
Yeah, for money. Because you're selling your body.
It's
your choice. It's your body.
Are you trying to say that?
Are you trying to compare it to like? Are you trying to compare it?
I'm not. I'm just saying. Should it be? I mean, it's your body.
People, that's illegal, right?
It is illegal.
It's illegal. Yeah. Both are illegal.
It's legal to donate it to someone else.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that costs, but like through the whole medical system. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But just sell it.
I'm honestly just talking a lot of crap right now.
No, it's not really.
But you know,
is it? Look, yeah,
It's not wrong.
Conspiracy theory alert. Is it illegal because the government's not getting any? But then again, the government. How's the government profiting off someone else getting it?
selling.
Yeah.
The thing.
But
The government profits off everything. If you sell your house, the government profits off it.
bro, even if you're actually
Stamp
being the
duty?
person
Stamp
receiving,
duty is such a
it's
rip-off,
wild.
man.
It's wild.
10%?
Let's not.
What do you need? $62,000, $70,000 just to type in "house has been sold"?
Please don't hurt me right now, bro. Because the ones for cars hurt the most as well, bro.
What?
How you
a
pay
car?
stamp duty for someone else? So you have one sheet of paper, right? The guy says I was the owner, or the dealer says, you know, we're saying this person is now having this car, transfer fee, all that kind of stuff, right? My guy's out here charging 10% just to say, hey, approved. Like,
That's honestly reckless.
pimping the system.
Everything.
It's pimping the
Honestly,
taxpayer.
we live in a society where it's like everything costs money, man.
Yo.
And every time I think about it, it's like, bro, this is so crazy, bro. Like,
Then
just
again,
not-
if you earn enough,
If you earn
like,
enough, it
especially
should be
being in a
okay.
place like this, like
now, of course, it's
We
okay, you know?
can-
But
we can afford. We can afford these
this stuff,
payments. You know what
people
I mean?
don't really complain about it because it's like, yeah, they can like low-key afford it,
It's
you know?
it becomes a part. But I'm speaking on the organ and stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah.
conspiracy alert is the government because you have to pay to get these procedures, don't you? Right? This isn't government footed, is it? To get if you
for someone to remove it.
for someone to be there on the receiving of like getting and receiving a transplant. You have to
Yeah,
pay,
of
you
course,
have to
of
pay
course.
mad money. Yeah?
Yeah.
That might be why it's illegal for you yourself to just be like, hey, hello, and then get a cash disbursement back from this kind of
Disbursement
thing.
gang.
Disbursement gang. But do I think it's on the same level with
Yeah.
prostitution, man?
Ah,
For me, it looks different, obviously,
Yeah.
because it
I know.
seems kind of different.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely some people would say no, you need to group it together. But for me, that looks like a different one. I still wouldn't be out here trying to sell my organs because it's like I was born
I
with
need
all of
these.
this in
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I feel like it's there for a reason.
Oh.
Even my tonsils, I
Would
I
you-
didn't want to remove them.
Would you give your organs to like a close friend or family member if they needed it?
Like they're about to die.
Yeah.
How
One of us.
like you guys really need it. I'm good without it.
Yeah.
So like only
Like,
really a kidney,
one
huh?
kidney, one lung.
Huh? You can. Damn.
Yeah, because some people can live with one lung.
Oh yeah, some people actually only have one lung actually as well. Okay.
yeah, bro, you don't sound confident.
Yeah. I'm
So
sure you'd be
long.
fine. I'm sure you'd be fine.
What if Carlos and I need one?
What are you saying?
Give us both your lungs.
So give us both.
Are you mad? you mad?
Bro, you say you got us, bro. What you say, fam?
No, you sell your trash one and try to get some money from that. You sell your trash one, try and get a little money from that. I'll give one of you my good one, and then we collect the money from the two trash ones and buy a good one. And
Hold up, we're actually stupid. If we needed one removed each, then we could still survive with one.
wait, hold on. Wait. What?
Hey, who's we? You said this, no.
Nah, I'm healthy in the name of Jesus.
Preach it.
Come on.
Nah.
But nah, I wouldn't.
Would you guys become organ donors, like as in having that on your license and stuff,
Once I
or
die?
whatever it is? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't
Yeah.
need these.
Would you? Okay, so there's organ donors to transplants and there's organ donors to medical research.
Transplants.
Transplants? Not even considering medical research?
Not really.
You?
Research? No,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I don't mind it. I just want to know, like
What? Yeah.
just the idea that
saving a
someone
life
can
instead,
now,
Yeah.
live a better life because of,
100%.
Pastor Levi Lusko, actually, one of his daughters passed away when she was 5 years old,
Mm.
and a couple months later or something, they get a call from the hospital. Oh, sorry, a couple, I think, hours or days later, they get a call from the hospital, and they're like, "Would you be okay?" I mean, he's like, "I know it's a tough thing, but it's probably time to consider if you want your daughter to be an organ donor and stuff for transplants." And they prayed about it, and then they were like, "Yep, like why not?" kind of thing. And then a couple months later, they get a call. Huh?
There's a window, like it's
Yeah, yeah.
like it would be pretty
Yeah.
quick before
You
you
need
can
to
process
save the
everything.
organs, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Couple months later.
a couple months later, they get a call, and they're like, "Oh, your daughter's eyes have actually saved the eyesight of two
You can do
two
that.
kids or something like that." Yeah, like the cornea or something
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
like that's pretty worth it, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's
know,
still
like,
hard.
That's
Yeah,
still
it's tough.
hard. That's still very hard because it's like it's still it almost potentiates like the fact that it in a way makes it like they're alive if you're using it in that. You know what I mean? It feels weird. It gives me chills almost.
I get what you're saying, but it's like
because like
it's really not.
It's
you know
not.
what I mean?
Definitely
like
not.
it's really not. And it's like if there's a kid that's alive and needs eyesight, and there's a kid who unfortunately is not alive on Earth anymore, but has gone to heaven. Then why not just help the kid that's
that's fact.
Right?
You look at it that way, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I am, man. So clinical trials. Y'all down to get some money?
I kind of am.
We're trying to fund this
iPhone
trip
11
somehow.
Trying to expand. Trip, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you're talking about phone? Wow, bro.
Oh snap.
What a superficial
Actually,
guy.
I'm not into the phone anymore. I don't want the iPhone 11.
Why not?
I just don't want to drop a bag right now.
Yeah.
Is your phone all good right now?
It'll survive.
Yeah, it's not good.
Clean car.
Would you what?
It's got a good personality.
No.
Wait,
no. I was thinking like, would you get like an 8 or something instead, or a
No.
or a
Nah,
10?
that's not necessary.
Or a 10.
Yeah. Well, why would you get like
Because even if you look at the price of 10s and stuff, it's still expensive. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Wild,
if I'm gonna spend
you might as well add a
300
couple-
less, then
Yeah.
let me just go all
That's
out.
why it's Samsung gang. Till you die, bro. What you saying?
You need to shut up on this Samsung
Yeah,
thing
bro.
every single episode, man.
Oh man, there is one more thing on the table, but up to y'all.
What is
What?
it?
There's one more thing.
What?
Okay.
We spoke about it slightly yesterday.
Speak on it.
Speak on it, baby.
Let's
Speak
speak
on
on
it.
it.
What
Real
is it?
quick, innit? Quick one. Just a little bonus. If you made it this far, shout out to you, man. What's the?
We said we'd keep this episode under an hour. Look at us now.
Don't worry. It's 2-minute conversation.
Not trustworthy.
It's really not going to be a 2-minute conversation, bro.
Ah.
If you made it this far, you're a real one, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Comment on the video. What are they commenting?
I made it this far.
Burstman gang.
Okay, you guys. Comment on the video if you made it this far. Burstman gang. Definitely don't do what Carlos said. I don't know what that was. Hashtag Burstman gang if you made it this far in the video. All right. Topic was, is it detrimental to our society that we have a name and a label for everything now?
Okay, so elaborate on the name and label. Like, what do you mean by that?
All right. So stuff like anxiety.
This is not a 2-minute discussion.
It's not. It's really elaborate, bro. Anxiety or... Man, I remember I struggled yesterday to try to give
You said
depression or there's more labels obviously, or toxic masculinity or all these different things, red flag, all these different labels that we want to put on all these different things, right? Is it detrimental to our society that we have these different labels? Now let me elaborate on this train of thought, right?
Okay, go.
So we were speaking on it yesterday about like, let's say you had a bad day, right? Or you've been going through a tough time like for the past week or something and you felt depressed, right? You don't have or suffer from depression.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like from our view, that's what we were like. You don't necessarily suffer from depression.
Okay.
Yeah?
So.
Or also like for me, I'll use the example like there's been 2 points in my life where I've felt like I've actually had the toughest periods of time, right?
Yeah.
Like I actually felt depressed to some degree. Like it was wild things, like everything was going crazy or anxious or just stressed really, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, it might have just been stressed at this point, but I knew like once I was able to like sit down, settle back and suss everything out, I knew I wasn't suffering from depression or anxiety. You know what I mean?
So what are you suffering from?
These
What
weren't
would you say?
it was like, it's a tough time of week. I'm not organized. Like I had to sit back and actually suss out what's going on and organize myself. This guy clumsy, bro.
Yeah.
So, because I remember one thing I've always said, like, there's been times like over the past years, especially during high school, where you've seen friends that there's those friends you have that like it just almost looks like yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I just searched up the word depressed, like what it means.
Yeah.
It just says state of unhappiness.
There you go.
You weren't happy.
Yeah.
So maybe you were depressed.
No, but you're
But
not.
he
You're not
didn't have
suffering from depression.
Yeah,
The clinical condition. You're not
Yeah.
suffering from depression.
Yeah.
Because people okay, let me keep
Yeah,
going.
because okay,
So in high school, you obviously there's those friends who just constantly look like they're going through a bad time. You guys have been.
Yes.
I know you guys are probably people that have helped people through different things, right?
Yeah.
Like I know there's been so many different friends where, like, they're like, bro, like, no, I'm suffering from depression, or like that. They use the word depressed, but really it's like they're trying to say like, no, I'm suffering from depression kind of stuff, right?
yeah.
And I've always been one to tell people like, before you now want to say this,
Label it.
or label this upon yourself, assess really what is going on and get down to the core of like,
Yeah.
your your
Same
situation
thing with addiction.
in terms of
Like a lot of people will be like,
I'm addicted to this.
I'm addicted to this thing,
But
but
really-
you're actually not like
Because addiction is-
clinically addicted.
Because addiction is a strong word too.
Yeah.
This is like you need this thing
Yes.
or you can't function without
Yes.
this thing.
bro, 100%. Because like I've even like some of the homies, bro. I've told them like when you see them, it's good that people are
Aware.
aware, or it's good that people are actually reaching out or saying these, like saying, oh, you know, I was going through depression for this period of time, blah blah, and stuff, right? But for some people, because I've been close to a lot of these people, right, and I've actually seen the progression of whatever it is they're going through, and in my mind, it's like you actually start to perpetuate your current situation because you've now added this label of what you feel is your situation, right?
Yeah.
It's like the lens that you're now looking at your situation through.
Yep.
It just it starts to magnify the whole thing, and really you're not seeing it for what it actually really is. You know what I mean?
I mean,
So like, yeah. So I was like, because it's not only just in this depression talk, it's also it's also in this, like, in relationships and stuff, in terms of, I don't know what's good examples right now. You know, like, the word ignorant and stuff, like, you know, calling people ignorant or blah 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 for something where it's like they actually just weren't educated on a particular topic or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, we're chucking all these words and labels of different things,
And people are that thing.
and
now.
you
that's
are
the
this
exact same mentality that leads to like cancel culture.
bro. Yeah, no, 100%. This is actually where all this comes from. Like,
one person does something a bit questionable
Mm.
or maybe unwise or whatever, and it's like that person's canceled.
it's crazy,
And
bro.
it's like, well, maybe if you just take the time to, you know, realize that it's not the whole them that's stupid. It's just that one thing they did that was stupid.
I mean,
But this is where I feel,
Well-
we're at.
I mean, what it is like you talk to someone or whatever, and you just find the words that you feel like it suits them best, if that makes sense, right? So let's just say if I see you all the time, you know, drinking or something like that, yeah, you're always drinking every time I see you, right? I'm gonna see what is it that suits Daniel. What's the right word that suits Daniel with whatever he's doing, right? So I'm gonna say he's addicted to drinking because every time I see you, you're always drinking. You dig what I'm saying? Let's say that, yeah. Or let's just say every time we link up, you're always down,
Yeah.
right? It's like you're not happy. Like you're always down. It's like there's no good energy whatsoever, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find something that I feel like suits you in that
Yeah.
type of scenario, right? So it's like, wow, he's depressed, right? Because every time I see you, you're always down. You're not in that happy state. You feel? So I think what it is that every time people come across someone and then it's like, this is always you, they're just going to find the word that they think that suits you in that particular thing. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about in the bad sense. What about the good stuff people always say as well? Does that make sense? So we're saying, why people always saying that you're depressed. Okay, what about, let's look at the opposite of that.
Okay.
You're always happy. So
Yeah.
why is it right to say you're always happy, but it's wrong to say you're depressed? Does that make sense?
For me, right? Because I feel like ever since I was like growing up and stuff, yeah, like my mom or my parents in general have really emphasized the whole thing of names,
yeah.
right? Because depression is a name for something, right? And it's like putting that upon yourself. You're actually taking upon those, you're almost taking those traits or putting it onto yourself, right? So like for me, names are important. Like me and my sisters, even our last name, my parents' names all have meaning. Like in Nigerian culture even, or even just ethnic culture in general.
Yeah.
Names have actual meaning. It's not just Smith for the sake of Smith kind of thing, right? It's like there's meaning behind these names, right? So for me, yeah, like my parents have always told me, like, don't ever, call yourself something that you don't ever want to be kind of thing, right? It's like, don't ever put that spirit almost upon yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not saying you should be oblivious to current situations and stuff, right? But it's like, don't attach that spirit onto yourself just for the sake of using the words loosely and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the good aspect of like the opposite, why is it all right? For me, I definitely want to be someone that's happy. Oh, bro, this guy, he's living in Cloud9. He's always giddy. He's always happy. Well, I'm not mad if you're going to say that. I'd rather you be saying that or me saying that about myself. Like, again, because I know there's people that say like, oh, sometimes Christians are like, sometimes live airy-fairy because they're going through the tough situation. and they're acting like it's all good, or they're saying, no, I'm blessed, I'm blessed.
I literally preached a message on this on Friday.
Yeah, was this? Yeah, or they're like, Christian be like, I'm blessed beyond measure, but it's like, but you're living paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that. It's like, I can see how some people are like, you have to call it out, or else you're not going to attack it. But it's like, there's a difference between being oblivious, and there's a difference between like, I don't know if you want to jump on here because if this is what you preached on.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like, how do you say? It's like, it is important to go, the reality of my situation is X.
This,
right?
Yeah.
But the reality of my God
is
that he's bigger than X that I'm going through, right? So, like, for example, just because it's fresh in my mind, Paul and Silas are in jail, and they're in the exact same jail as everyone else that they're around, right? They're in the same shackles, same clothes, same everything, right?
I'm getting ready
with that bomb. They're in the exact same situation, but their perspective is that I can still praise.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like they're not oblivious to the fact that they're in jail. They're not stupid. These are smart guys. Especially Paul's a smart guy, well studied, all this kind of stuff, right? But he's like, and he knows jail sucks. Like, this is not a fun place. In fact, they've been beat before they go into jail.
Yeah.
Right? But once I'm there, the reality is it's like that I believe I can get out of this situation by the power of God. And so what am I going to do other than praise? Right? And then that's the same way that Christians live their life. And I know some people have some, they just see it as, it's a crutch or it's a, airy-fairy or whatever. But it's like, yes, I've got cancer. And just like everyone else in this cancer ward in the hospital, but I know my God is bigger than cancer. So while I'm stuck in this situation, might as well just praise. Right? And that's literally what it is. It's not that people are like, no, I don't actually have cancer. It's like, that's wild, like nobody actually thinks that. People, and the reality is that those people that praise are also, they're crying about the cancer because it is scary. Right? And I don't know, the Bible doesn't say it, but maybe Paul and Silas were also scared about being, I'm sure they cried when they were getting beaten.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not like
not like they just lack sensitivity and reality and touch with the earth, right? As long as they're humans, they're humans. But yes, there's a name for this thing that I'm going through, but my God's name is always going to be bigger.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
My man. I was going to say, it's simple as you become what you say.
Yeah, that's what I've really been trying to tell some of these guys.
Like
which again, goes with that passage where it's just like, let the weak say I'm strong.
Yeah, 100%.
That's where I feel like a lot of Christians get that.
For someone to say I am strong, then they have to be aware that they are weak.
Yeah. Right? Or that there is some type of weakness or something, right?
There's something missing, but
because
there's something that they have in spirit.
Yeah.
Because when you say I am this, you don't. Let's say I'm this, right? And you're not even that, right? But then now it's like you're conditioning your mind, your body to say I am this, right? So it's like when you wake up in the morning and you're actually not that lazy. If you got up, you have shower, you eat good, you're ready to go. But you're there, you're like,
they've done studies on this, like outside of faith and everything, where it's like with cancer patients, the ones that remain positive and affirm themselves like with good thoughts every single day and all that kind of stuff and good statements, they have a higher rate of overcoming the cancer.
It's actually crazy. I actually look.
Keep going.
Oh no, that's actually crazy. And like I remember, I looked into something like that. I was like, bro, this is wild, man.
A lot of this is all. Sorry, what is wrong with me? Sorry.
A lot of what? I'll add after you add. Go.
No, you go. I don't want to keep cutting you off. Man's too happy.
What do you call it? Like the brain's such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because when whatever you're saying, you're telling your brain this is what it is, though. Yeah. So then now it's like, I'm not lazy. Your brain says, okay, cool, you're not lazy. I'm going to activate all your muscles. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, I'm lazy. I'm too tired to do this. Your brain says, okay, cool, I'm going to relax then, you know? And that's just what it is, though. And you're right. Like with the whole depression and even happiness and so on, all these words that you're throwing out there. When you say, I am this, now you search up what the word is. So example, depressed says the state of unhappiness, right?
Yeah.
So then you say, I'm depressed. You're telling yourself that this state right now, I'm not happy. So that's what you become, right? And it's the same, like, I'm happy. It's like, okay, cool. You're going to find ways to, and even like your perspective throughout the day will change as well. Does that make sense? When bad things happen throughout the day, you will have a positive outlook on that, right? But then after that, when bad things happen, you have a positive outlook. But at the same time, if you're telling yourself, I'm depressed and the bad things happen, you see, this is why I'm depressed.
Yeah.
See, this is blah, 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 blah. And so on as well. So it's like, what you say to yourself is actually so powerful.
Facts, bro.
You know? So, like, get up in the morning and say, I'm this. Bro, I got up at like 5 a.m.
Don't be oblivious.
No, yeah,
obviously,
yeah. Like,
you know.
I mean, like, you know, you can't have like 1 hour sleep and get up and say, I'm not tired. I think that you can go like a whole day without yawning or without dying. So, you, of course, you also have to look at reality, right?
I forgot who it was, but though, like, you know, I'm not gonna say that poor or something. It's like
Dave Chappelle.
Was it Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it was Dave Chappelle.
Such a good
poor is a state of mind. It's not.
Yeah. Man, when he was talking to his dad, and his dad's like, you can't actually, like, we can't afford to do this school trip or something like that. And he's like, dang, I hate being poor.
Yeah.
And his dad's like, hey, we're not poor. We're broke.
Yeah.
Broke is what we're at right now. Poor is a mind state that very few people escape from.
Hello. Sorry, we got it.
All right.
We got it.
Wrap it up, Dan.
Wrap it up, Dan.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
That was fire.
Yep.
We had some fun.
Checking out that ad again to any reformed gang members
Yeah,
or
legit.
anyone in the crazy lifestyle. Hit us up.
Come
please.
on, learn. Come on,
Yeah.
learn. Don't come with your gang.
Yeah, please.
Come on, learn.
I mean, if they're all reformed, bring them too.
Yeah.
That's all love.
Praise Jesus.
Won't have
Pray.
one mic though, so.
You don't mind if I praise Jesus? But yeah.
Okay.
Slap. Why not do this? Why am I like this, bro?
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Have a disruptive week.